Let's talk about gift giving, because sometimes we give things just for the sake of giving something to someone. I'm going to share with you my 5 last minute gift ideas that are really useful any time of year, including a couple of things that I would never give to someone. So let's dive in. Hello there, friends. It is the season of gifting, and it doesn't matter what time of year you watch this video, because there are always going to be times where we're like, dang it, I don't have a gift organized for this person or this occasion. So without further ado, I'm going to dive in and share with you 5 of my favorite easy last minute gift ideas that you can organize right now if you're in a pinch. And I'm also going to share with you at the very end of the video a couple of things that I would never give to someone. So let's dive straight in. The number one thing that I love to give people is an experience. And an experience can be any type of budget. It could be concert tickets, going to the cinema, it can be taking them on a picnic, anything like that. Experience type gifts can be really, really fun. So for example, I live in Australia and my brother and his kids live in Sweden. But what I love to do for them is, rather than sending them stuff for Christmas, we save it up, and the next time I come, I take them to a theme park or a really fun day out, and that is the present that we share together and make memories. So experiences, especially those that you can share together with other people, are brilliant. Now, how do I gift something like that though, you might wonder? Well, obviously you can print out the thing and put it in a card. You can make your own card if you are creative and good at drawing. I'm not particularly good at drawing. I've done many a hand-drawn birthday card in my days. But a really good hack I have for you. I passed a, this is just a Hallmark card, I think it is, but I passed an outlet a while ago and just picked up a bunch of these. They were on special, but they're really good quality. And I picked a bunch of these kind of blank cards that are not for birthdays or anything in particular. Obviously, if you're gifting in the holiday season, you might want to, this is an Australian Christmas card with a kangaroo on it. But yeah, basically make your own card or write your own gift card, write it on your computer, use a free program like Canva and just print out a voucher for whatever the thing is that you want to gift to the person. But experiences, and specifically ones that you have together with that person, making memories, are some of my absolute favorite gifts, and you control the budget of how much you'd like to spend. The second thing that I love to gift people is something that you make yourself. Now, it's not just for children, it's actually something that all of us can do, and all of us have a little bit of a creative side to us. So this year I picked up crocheting. So I've been making these little Christmas tree ornaments. And sure, it took me a little while. I made a little Santa hat as well. It took me a little while to work out exactly how to do this, but once I worked out how to do it, it took me like 5 minutes for each of these things. And yes, I don't like to gift clutter, but I really think this is something that someone can put on their tree, smile, think of the person that gave it to them, especially if they know that you made it yourself. Another great thing that you can give, which is kind of a creation, is flowers or plants. So if you live somewhere where it's warm in the season that you're looking to do the gifting, you can actually go out and pick some flowers and put them together in a beautiful bouquet. If you don't have that available to you, you might have pot plants around your house. And at least in my house, quite often my plants get really big. So what I do is I actually take cuttings. I normally have some extra garden soil in my garage or potting mix. And I will just take a cutting and replant a little bit of that plant and gift it to someone as a present, housewarming present, whatever that might be. I've also done that with herbs, especially my oregano, depending where in the world you live. It's going nuts at the moment. So I've actually taken some cuttings and put into pot plants that I will be gifting some people over the holiday season. So the sky is the limit here. You do not need to be a mega creative person to make something. You can bake cookies, you can bake a nice loaf of bread. Anything like that that you do anyway and that you enjoy doing can really benefit another person too. Next up might be something that some people think is boring, but it is stuff that people actually use. Really common things is things like coffee. This is just the normal coffee from Aldi that I normally buy for my coffee maker. This tea I really like. It's a licorice tea, not for everyone, but it's not a fancy brand or anything, but things like this, you know, things like candles, if someone really likes doing crossword puzzles. So it could be perishable, edible, drinkable things if that is what you know that they like, or if they genuinely really enjoy wine, feel free to give them a bottle of wine. But I really have a problem when people give things that are not useful. Like if I had to choose, I would rather have a packet of coffee that I know that I'll be using rather than a trinkety thing that I just simply will never look at again. The next one is acts of service. This language comes from the 5 love languages, and if you've never heard about what they are, I will leave a link down below. I'm not affiliated in any way, but the love languages are about how we like to receive care, love, and appreciation. And acts of service is one of the main categories, and it's interesting because it's very high on most people's list. So what is an act of service? It is mowing someone's lawn, helping them out with babysitting, giving them a massage, whatever you feel comfortable doing for someone. For example, I have a few times gifted people a helping hand from me to declutter and clean out a particular area of their house. Now, obviously, this is something they've expressed interest in before I force this upon them in any way. But that's one thing that you can do. Another thing I've done in the past is gifting people an overnight babysitting experience so that they can actually go out and have some time together as parents whilst I look after their kid. I don't have kids of my own, but I'm very happy to help out from time to time to make sure that friends can get that time together. So that's the thing, acts of service can be pretty much anything that you want. Now you can print that voucher out and make your own voucher in a free program like Canva on your computer and print it out, or you can just draw it yourself on a piece of paper or use just a standard card and write a message. Now the thing though is to put a timeline on it. So don't just say, you know, a free massage or a free declutter or a free babysitting. Put a timestamp on it so that they actually go and use it, and don't be afraid to give them a nudge if they haven't booked it in with you yet. The final gift might take you a little bit more time, but it's well worth it, and it is to do a treasure hunt. Again, this is not just for children, and it does not matter if you physically live in the country or the city where the person is. Quite often, really what a gift is about is for us to connect and show that we love and care about each other. So a digital treasure hunt can be really fun, where you send someone down memory lane or send them little clues where they have to go to different places on the internet to find certain clues, etc. And then finally, the final clue leads to, I don't know, a Zoom call or a virtual wine or coffee with you. It can obviously also be a physical thing where you actually put notes around the home or around a space where you guys are going to be for whatever the festive season is. But digital treasure hunts or in-person ones can be really, really fun, both for kids and adults. And you do not need to send people on an hour long hunt. It can be a pretty small thing, but it can be really, really fun. And that kind of game thinking is something I think most people really enjoy. If the people you are attempting to gift this to don't like games, etc., maybe rethink and pick one of the other ones. My first pet peeve is giving stuff for the sake of giving stuff. I hear it all the time that families have certain holiday gifting traditions, etc., where you got to buy for a certain amount, but it just becomes this pressure and this participation in this materialistic, consumerist, especially around the holiday season. And people lean in and they run around the shops, and then you have to try and find the really thoughtful thing for that aunt or uncle that you never really see that much. So I would really encourage you, if that is happening in your family, press pause and ask yourselves, and maybe ask the other people, would we prefer to do a Secret Santa? You know, one of those really cheap things where everyone buys something for $20. Or even better, pick a name out of the hat and buy something more thoughtful for perhaps a little bit more of better quality that that person can actually use and enjoy. It is tricky if there's a big tradition of gift giving in your family, but I would really encourage you to just raise the question and say, look, maybe we just do gifts for the kids this year, or maybe we reduce it to 1 gift per child this year. Because in the end of the day, when you are giving a gift, whether it's worth $100 or $1, it is the thought that counts, that you went through the trouble to make or think about something to give to that person. So I have often over the years talked to friends and family and just, you know, put presents off the table, or put some caps around what type of gifting to do. Next up is something that I have done, but I probably would never do again, which is donating to charity in someone else's name. Now, it's different if you are gifting, if someone has said, I really want donations to the Cancer Council or a good cause as a birthday present. That is a different thing. If they've requested that specifically, then of course, you know, listen to their wishes and participate. But if they haven't requested a donation to charity, I personally feel like most people who can afford will donate to a charity near and dear to their heart. We're living in a world right now where some people can't afford the basic necessities, and donating something to charity might just give the wrong message. So I personally do not gift that anymore. I have a handful of times in the past, but I would much rather give one of the other categories to a person as a gift regardless of the time of year. And the very final one is gift cards. I do not like giving gift cards because it feels, especially between adults, like you're just trading cash back and forth. The reality is, of course, sometimes, let's say someone's moving into a new home or they have a very particular thing that they want and you don't know how to acquire that thing for them. Then by all means, give them a gift card so that they can go and purchase a thing that they have said that they want to get. But more often than not, I feel like we can get a bit more thoughtful and caring by giving people something fun or useful from the other categories. Like I said, there are times in life where people specifically want donations towards a honeymoon, a new home, or something like that. And in that instance, obviously go with their wishes and give them something that is genuinely useful for them. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like gift giving is something that's meant to be personal, fun, connecting, and sometimes send us down memory lane with that person. So hopefully you got some really good gift ideas in the lead up to the holidays. Like I said, if you ever do pass by a place that sells decent quality cards at a discount price, pick up a bunch, because it never hurts to have them ready in your house for moments like this. I hope you have a fabulous holiday season. I've got some more videos coming your way in the next couple of days, so make sure you're subscribed and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I look forward to see you soon.